Episode 14. Season 1. Let's get started.
Once upon a time, there was a young woman named Beauty. She lived in a small village with her father, who was a poor merchant. Beauty was kind and loved reading books. One day, her father went on a journey and promised to bring her a rose, as that was all she wanted. On his way back, he got lost in the forest and stumbled upon a grand castle. Inside the castle's garden, he saw a beautiful rose and decided to pick it for Beauty. As soon as he picked the rose, a fierce beast appeared. The beast was angry and accused the merchant of stealing. "You must pay for this with your life," said the beast. The merchant begged for mercy, explaining that the rose was for his daughter, Beauty. The beast thought for a moment and then made an offer. "I will let you go if your daughter comes to live with me in the castle," the beast said. The merchant had no choice but to agree. When the merchant returned home, he told Beauty about the beast and the promise he had made. Beauty, being brave and kind, decided to go to the castle to save her father. She packed her things and said goodbye to her family. "Don't worry, father," she said. "I will be fine." Beauty arrived at the castle, and the beast welcomed her. Although he looked scary, Beauty noticed that the beast was polite and treated her with kindness. Days turned into weeks, and Beauty started to get used to living in the castle. The beast gave her everything she needed, and they spent time talking together. Beauty learned that the beast was not cruel but had been cursed by a witch long ago. The only way to break the curse was if someone loved him despite his appearance. Although Beauty did not yet love the beast, she began to see the goodness in his heart. One evening, the beast invited Beauty to a grand dinner. He asked her, "Do you think you could ever love me?" Beauty was surprised by the question. She replied, "I don't know. You are kind, but I need more time." The beast understood and did not press her. Instead, he gave her a magical mirror. "With this mirror," he said, "you can see your family whenever you wish." Beauty was grateful and often looked into the mirror to check on her father. One day, Beauty saw in the mirror that her father was very ill. She rushed to the beast and begged him to let her visit her father. The beast, although sad to see her go, agreed. "You may go, but promise me you will return in 1 week," the beast said. Beauty promised and left the castle to take care of her father. Her family was happy to see her, and her father soon began to feel better with Beauty's care. As the week passed, Beauty's sisters became jealous of the gifts the beast had given her. They didn't want Beauty to return to the castle, so they convinced her to stay a little longer. Beauty, forgetting her promise, stayed with her family for several more days. One night, she had a terrible dream. In the dream, the beast was lying on the ground, weak and dying. Beauty woke up in a panic and realized she had broken her promise. Without wasting any time, Beauty rushed back to the castle. When she arrived, she found the beast in the garden, lying still. He was weak and barely breathing. Beauty knelt beside him and cried, "I'm so sorry. Please don't die." She realized that she cared for him deeply. "I love you," she whispered. At that moment, a bright light surrounded the beast, and he began to transform. Beauty watched in amazement as the beast turned into a handsome prince. The prince explained to Beauty that he had been cursed by a witch many years ago. The curse could only be broken when someone loved him for who he was inside, not for how he looked. Beauty's love had saved him. The prince thanked her and asked her to stay in the castle with him forever. Beauty agreed, and they lived happily together. The castle, once dark and empty, was now filled with light and joy. Beauty's father, hearing the news, came to the castle to visit her. He was overjoyed to see that his daughter was happy and safe. The prince welcomed him warmly and thanked him for raising such a kind and brave daughter. Beauty and the prince invited the villagers to visit the castle and share in their happiness. The people were amazed at the transformation of the castle and the kindness of the prince. As time passed, Beauty and the prince grew closer. They shared many wonderful moments together, walking in the gardens and talking about their dreams. Beauty realized that she had found a true friend and partner in the prince. They both learned the value of looking beyond appearances and appreciating the goodness inside each other. Their love grew stronger with each passing day. The prince decided to throw a grand ball in honor of Beauty. He invited all the villagers and people from nearby towns to come and celebrate. The castle was beautifully decorated, and everyone dressed in their finest clothes. Beauty wore a stunning gown, and when she entered the ballroom, everyone gasped at how beautiful she looked. The prince took her hand, and they danced together under the sparkling lights. At the ball, Beauty's sisters watched her in awe. They realized how wrong they had been to be jealous of her. They approached Beauty and asked for her forgiveness. "We were wrong to try and keep you from returning to the castle," they admitted. Beauty, being kind-hearted, forgave them and invited them to stay at the castle for a while. Her sisters were grateful and promised to change their ways. As the night went on, the guests enjoyed the music, dancing, and food. Everyone admired the love between Beauty and the prince. They could see how happy they made each other. The villagers who had once feared the castle now felt welcome and at home. The castle, once a place of sadness and loneliness, was now filled with laughter and joy, thanks to Beauty's love and kindness. The prince took Beauty to the castle's balcony, where they could see the stars shining brightly in the sky. "I never thought I would find happiness again," the prince said. "But you changed everything." Beauty smiled and replied, "I never thought I would find love in such an unexpected place. But here we are, and I'm so glad." They both knew that their love had grown stronger through the challenges they had faced. Beauty and the prince decided to travel and explore the world together. They visited new places, met new people, and shared their story of love and transformation. Everywhere they went, people were inspired by their tale. "Love is powerful," Beauty would say. "It can change everything if you believe in it." The prince agreed and added, "True love sees the heart, not the appearance." Beauty and the prince decided to travel and explore the world together. They visited new places, met new people, and shared their story of love and transformation. Everywhere they went, people were inspired by their tale. "Love is powerful," Beauty would say. "It can change everything if you believe in it." The prince agreed and added, "True love sees the heart, not the appearance." Years passed, and Beauty and the prince continued to live happily together. They ruled the kingdom with wisdom and kindness, always remembering the lessons they had learned from their journey. The people of the kingdom loved and respected them, knowing that their rulers truly cared for their well-being. Beauty and the prince's love remained strong, proving that true love is lasting and powerful. The story of Beauty and the Beast teaches us that true love looks beyond appearances. It shows us that kindness, bravery, and love can break even the strongest curses. Beauty's willingness to see the goodness in the Beast's heart changed both their lives forever. Their story reminds us that love can transform the world around us, making it a brighter, more beautiful place.